Successful Morrison's pit stop, now back on the trail. This is the red tower. It was built of bricks rather than the limestone because it was cheaper building material and there was lots of clay around York, so it was easy to do that. The tower would have guarded the marsh behind here, which is now just really a road. All this land was raised above the marsh, so it's about 6 feet higher than it was. So this tower would have been a lot taller than it is now. Most of the walls here were built in the 13th century. This is an extension of the Roman walls now, and this would have all been like a new, poorer part of town that would have been right next to the marsh. Slightly harrowing on the right side of this with everything falls off with no rail, but we're coming right up onto Walmgate. Okay, this is Walmgate. The little extension on there was added during the time of Queen Elizabeth I. There's a cafe up in there, and this is like the only remaining barbican in the city, which is like a long hallway or passage between two towers where people would have to walk through and could get shot at from each side all along the way. It is crazy. Okay. Don't know. Maybe because it costs a lot more to make this extra bit. Oh, you're absolutely right. Here's the portcullis right here with the iron spikes, and it's at the far end of the barbican. Okay, I might die in traffic here, but this is the outside of the wall of the barbican. They think this is a cannonball right here that hit the outside face, possibly from the English Civil War. Okay, this little dip in the wall right here is thought to have been created during the English Civil War when they tried to undermine the walls. So there would have been a mine dug under and maybe sappers that tried to blow up the wall, and so the wall sunk under where it was dug out.
Drag your coffee all the way up.
We're on the top of the Gatehouse Coffee, which is on the very top of the Walmgate Bar. Seats on top of the barbican.
Oh, that's amazing.
You can just throw your coffee cup right down on the people walking through.
Behind that giant plane.
Hey, now we're up on the barbican.
I love this.
This is great. Possibly little musket ball holes up there on this tower. Okay, that was cool. That's the coffee house in the gate. Archaeology dig going on right in here. I'm not sure what they're digging for. It's the Barbican Theater. This is the Fishergate Bar, so a gate that has two little places for people to walk through around the gate. These would have been going back to medieval times here. So we're going to walk through this one right here. We're good in. So there's also supposed to be some mason marks on the wall here. Do you see it right there? Oh yeah, right there. It's right there. Yes, it is. 3-lined arrowhead. And then all these like orangey bricks, I think like maybe that one, and some over here, yeah, this one here, and then there's some over here.
Oh yeah.
Were from fire damage. When you heat up this stone, some of it turns orange. So there was a fire they tried to burn this gate down in 1489 in a revolt against Henry VII. So here's the Mason's Arms where we had dinner last night, right here. Here's a bar that made a turret shape to fit in with the walls. A good find. There's a gate that was built after they boarded up the Fishergate Bar. So this is the Fishergate post-turn house. This would have been the gate that it guarded right here. Kind of like that. It had a very tiny portcullis that could drop down right through here. Here's the toilet off the side. You can look at the. I'm in the plumbing right now. That's that way. Okay, this is the part that's like attacking the tower. You got to get across that busy street. This is the pit from the drawbridge that ran into the castle. This is Clifford's Tower. It was built by William the Conqueror in 1068. It was originally a wooden fortress that would have stood on top of the motte, but it lasted less than a year, so it had to have a stone built on top of that and then an additional castle to keep York under Norman control. This was a surprise, so we just came from Clifford's Tower right there, but the walls continue right across right here. It's just we're at the top of the walls now because this has all been built up. So here's the very top of the ramparts. Right up these steps, continuing on the wall. There's supposed to be a Motte and Bailey castle up there. That was another one built by William the Conqueror. So they just built this, they built the walls up the side of the old Motte. Guess if they spent all that time piling a bunch of dirt together, then might as well make use of it. Here we are on the flat top. Don't die. There's a sign. Warning, death is close, is pursuing. Okay, this is the Motte. This is the second. The first Motte and Bailey was Clifford's Tower. This is the second Motte and Bailey that was here, that was built a year after Clifford's Tower when they figured out they needed a lot better defenses for York, because York was way more resistant to Norman control. All this talk of bars is making me thirsty. We got to get to the Victoria Bar, which isn't a bar, it's the gate, but I think there's a pub or two on the other side of that, and we've been doing this, we've been at this for like 5 hours now, so we are ready for a little sit down. Okay, this is Victoria Bar. Here's a way through the city, but we are detouring our way down to the, I think it's called the Bell Pub or the Blue Bell or something like that. It's a lovely little neighborhood we get to walk to. We're going to the Golden Bell. The Golden Ball, excuse me. I can't read. Oh, is it? Nope, it's got to be open. We forgot most of the pubs close in the afternoon for at least an hour, so we've got to kill some time in the cemetery. Oh. Okay, got beer at the Golden Ball. They have their own beer brewed for them. This Golden Ball Pale Ale right here. Very nice. I think these might be hops growing on the side here. They've got little bunches on the end, but I don't know exactly what hops look like, so I might be wrong. Woo! Here's to a 17-mile walk. If you like this content, let me know by hitting the like button and subscribing.